Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So it's the second time that I record this video because my mic was off. So yeah, here we go again. So today I want to reset my finances. Actually, it's been like, I think 8 months that my finances are a mess. And you know, with the apartment and the holidays, the last holidays like in Hawaii, it was crazy because we spent so much money on this apartment and we spend money on things that we don't really need. So yeah, today it's time to reset everything. It's time to recreate automatic transfers and all those kind of things. But I really want to just sit down and to see how much money I spend on each category of my life, like the food, the leisure, how much money I saved and so on, and how much money I want to save in the future. Like I want to have goals for the next 1 year and a half. So let's get started. Okay, so number one, I wanted to tell you why I'm doing this right now. And actually I was inspired by the TV show Get Your Rich by Ramit Sethi, and it was really eye-opening. And you know, we are in a kind of great financial situation with my boyfriend, but I know that we can do better. Not particularly spending less money, but you know how to make money works for us. This is why I want to do today, and we also book an appointment with my boyfriend to be together and to see our finances together. I also want to see why I wasn't able to save money in the last 8 months, because it's the case. And you know, it was crazy with the apartment, and anytime we have some money left, we spend it for the apartment or for holidays. But now I want to, check everything and see what I can do, even if I want to enjoy my life too. And yeah, that's it. So I think that I will start by printing out my last 3 bank statements and, understand everything and calculate how much money I own for this apartment and how much money I own and all this kind of things. Then I want to create a kind of budget. I'm not really fancy when I'm doing my budget. I just have like my mandatory expenses, how much money I want to save, all these kind of things, but we will do that together. And then I want to give myself some goals for the next year. So the first step for me is to print my bank statement and to understand everything, and I want to highlight what I can delete. So let's do this. Guys, so it's done, and it was an eye-opening experience actually, and I really like to do this like once a year to understand all your expenses. And sometimes there are things that you don't realize you're paying, like all the fees you have with your bank account. And I realized how much money I spend on things that don't really matter. And I realized also that I paid a lot of things on PayPal, and it was because of Vinted. I bought not a lot but some pieces on Vinted, and I paid them on PayPal. So you know, you see PayPal but you don't know where it's going, but I know that it's for Vinted, and you know, I don't really like to see that on my bank account, so I decided to stop paying with PayPal except for like my business session with my coach. But you know, it's the only service that I will pay with PayPal. And yeah, I realized how much money we paid for this apartment and all this kind of things. And you know, for me, I don't really go out often, but you know, anytime it's like 30 to 50 euros, and it's 4 times a month, so it's like 200 euros. And yeah, it's crazy actually. We talked about it with a friend of mine like a few weeks ago, and sometimes we refuse to go out, not really refuse, but you know, we don't see the point because we have great apartment and it's possible to invite friends, and we don't see why we go outside to pay for cocktails that are not really great. And yeah, we can do this at home, and it cost us maybe the same amount because you know, alcohol and so on are expensive, but you know, it's so much better. The quality is so much better. So definitely something that we need to see. And you know, maybe sometimes not drinking a lot when we go out because you know, it's expensive, and maybe just a drink, it's enough. And you know, after that you can have like water or this kind of things. But I don't want to be cheap about this because you know, I think in France going out is really something that is incorporated in our culture, but yeah, sometimes I don't see really the point to spend so much money on things that are really disgusting. So yeah, I realized this. And you know, I also see a lot of things on my American Express account, and you know, it's great to see that too, so that I know exactly how much money I spend on my business. And this is important because you know, sometimes you want to have some subscriptions like, oh, I need to have this for my videos, I need to have that, and you know, the amount, even if it's like 20 euros per month, it adds up. So yeah, definitely a really eye-opening experience. And I think that if you're scared of watching your bank account, this is your sign. I know that it's really difficult, and it's something that I avoid to do like for 8 months now, and now I'm feeling better and I know what I can do after that. So let's jump to the next step. Alright, so the next step here is to create a proper budget. So nothing fancy, and actually we did this with my boyfriend like just before to create something with you know, all the joint accounts, everything that we need for the apartment and this kind of things. And you know, before doing my proper budget, I really want to tell you that it's great to have a budget for your future. Not something like, okay, you saw everything on your bank account, you know how much money you spend and so on, but you know, it's great to budget for the future. So it's crazy, and I know it's silly, but I like to do this kind of things. So you know, I really like to, you know, when I'm highlighting my bank accounts and so on, I really like to see how much money I can save at the end of the month if all my mandatory expenses are covered. So what I really like to do is to take my salary, because you know, now it's what I have, and then to delete to this amount all the mandatory expenses, like for the mortgage, for the taxes, the phone, and so on. And at the end I have the amount of money that is left for my leisure, for savings and investing and so on. And I did that, and actually I'm pretty shocked because at the end of the month I have a great amount of money for myself, but I didn't see this amount of money in like 8 months. So it's really eye-opening, and now I really want to take advantage to this amount of money to save and to invest. So when you want to do a budget, what is really important is to know how much money you earn each month. So it could be your salary, it could be your I don't know, maybe you sold some clothes, or you sold some furniture, or you earn money because, I don't know, maybe it was your birthday and you had money from your family, or all this kind of things. So it's the amount of money that you earn each month, or this month particularly, and then all the mandatory expenses like your mortgage, your loan, your credit card debt, your student loan, your phone, everything, even your fees. Like I have a bank, my bank fees, for example, that I didn't know about. So now that you know how much money you earn and how much money you spend, like on mandatory things, you can create goals like what you earn, you save like 10% of this amount, and you invest 10% of this amount. So it's 20% of your income that is put aside for your future and for get you rich, and for the other part you can decide to save for a trip, or you can decide to actually spending it because life, and we worked a lot and we don't have to think about future every single day. Like, you need to enjoy your life, and if you want to buy something, like, buy it. All right, so for me here, I want to create a budget to be prepared for the taxes in France. So last year I earned much more money than this year, and I own to the government money. So, and it's a lot of money, so I need to be prepared for that. And actually with the last few months I wasn't prepared at all, so I need to put like a lot of money aside for this, because I don't want to be like, oh my god, at the end of the month I don't have anything left because I didn't really anticipate everything. So this is my first goal for the next few months, is to put aside some money for the taxes. And after that I really want to save for my emergency fund, because my emergency fund was like delete with my apartment and the holidays and so on, and I know that it's not for that. But yeah, it was crazy. I need to rebuild it, and it's my next goal. But I also want to invest more. So right now I will try with the budget that we created with my boyfriend to create a sinking fund for my emergency fund, for my investing accounts, and for my taxes. So I will know how much money I can put aside every month. And then we will talk about goals. Guys, so it's done. I created my sinking funds for my taxes. So now I need to put like 800 every month to pay the amount. So yeah, it will be possible. We will see. No, not we will see, it will be possible. And I also created a sinking fund for my holidays with my best friend at the end of the year, because we go to a crazy destination for our 30th birthday. So it will be, yeah, it will be crazy. I'm so glad, and I can't wait to be there. But yeah, you know, you need to save money to go on holidays, so I will do that too. And I also created inside my budget, like, it's not really sinking funds, but you know how much money I want at the end of 2024, in a year and a half, and how much money I need to put aside to reach this amount of money. So it's really motivating, because you know, with my small paper and with the amount of money that is left every single month, I have a pretty decent, you know, amount of money to spend on, you know, everything that I want, I need, I love, you know. And it's what really frustrated me in the last few months, because, you know, I didn't have really a budget for my leisure, and I was like, oh, I can't, you know, buy a new dress or buy these things, because I don't really have the money to do that. But now that everything is done, I have this amount of money to spend, and I'm so glad about this. So I know that I will have like an emergency fund, so if everything happens, I have this. And we created also not really a sinking fund, but we decided to put much more money on our joint account every month with my boyfriend, so that we don't have like month like, oh my god, we need to put more money inside the joint account, because yeah, you know, it was crazy, and we went out to eat and, you know, all that kind of things. But now we don't want to have that anymore, so we put much more money on the joint account. And even with that, I think that it will be possible to, you know, reach these goals. And you know what, I don't know if it's really like manifesting, but anytime I sit and I did this and I create myself goals, money goals, anytime I reach it, but like effortlessly, like I earn so much more by doing less, you know. I don't know actually, because I was like, oh my god, this amount, it's crazy, and really with my salary right now it won't be possible. But anytime I had like this huge amount of money that, you know, not really falling from the sky, but yeah, this kind of things. And yeah, it's crazy, because I reached so many goals, money goals. Like my parents told me like, no, it's crazy, it's impossible with your salary. And you know, anytime it was like, yeah, you did this and I did this. So really, I think you need to put yourself in a mindset that it will be possible. And you will see that sometimes when you're in this kind of mood, like, oh, I will earn money, I don't know how, but I will earn money. And you know, sometimes you don't know how, but it happens. So yeah, this is done, and I'm so glad about this, and I can't wait to see how my money will grow in the next few months. So in the next month I will save for my taxes, I will save for my holidays, and at the beginning of August I will also restart to invest money and to save for my emergency fund. And yeah, really enjoying my life too, because it's summer. And you know, when I was thinking about this, I was like, I really need to enjoy my summer and to do other things. You know, sometimes a lot of things are free, like just walking in nature. Or last weekend we went to a park and there was like an attraction, and I was so happy because used to go to this park when I was a student and there was nothing actually, and yeah, this time it was really great and it was free and it was possible to, you know, travel with our city pass. And yeah, you know, sometimes you just need to enjoy your life and sometimes it's just free. So yeah, so I will try to keep you informed when I will do the, you know, monthly reset. But yeah, if you really want to regain control of your finances, the first one, like the first step is knowing how much money you earn and how much money you spend. And you know, like if you have a ton of paper like bills and so on, it's time to open them. You know, it's scary, and I know that I lived like this like for years because I was scared of how much money I was spending, and I was like, I don't want to see my bank accounts at the end of the month because I know it will be a disaster. And I looked at it at the beginning of the month when I had my salary, and I was like, oh, okay, it's okay, I had my salary, like, yeah, we will see at the end of the month. And anytime I was really scared because I knew that I spent so much money on things that, yeah, you know, like clothes and food and all these kind of things. So you need to know that, and you need to put that fear away, okay? And then with that, you will have the amount of money that is left for your emergency fund, for your investing. Remember that you need to invest like 10% of your income, and you need to save 10% of your income. So with that, you put like automatic transfer every month so that you won't see the money and you will know how much money you can spend for the rest of the month. And then you can create goals, like for example, I want to have a 6-month emergency fund at the end of the year, or I want to save for my holidays, so you can create sinking funds. So each month you decide to put like 300 into the sinking funds of holidays. And you know, I think it's kind of really exciting when you see your money growing. And yeah, I think it's great, and I think finances don't have to be complicated, and investing can't have to be complicated. You know, you just put money on the stock market and you know, that's it, and you wait and see. It's kind of boring, and that's why I recommend the TV show Get You Rich by Ramit Sethi. It's on Netflix, and it's really interesting because we follow people, different kind of people and different careers and goals. And I think, yeah, it's great and it's really motivated if you want to regain control of your life. So I hope you like this video, and I will keep you informed during my monthly reset, like how much money I put aside for my taxes and so on. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and if it's the case, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye friends!